I'm Sam D'Cruze and we're at the Saatchi Gallery this evening introducing the project, and it's an art project that's all about opening up the conversation around addiction and recovery, but in a really creative and a contemporary way. We work with a school called LEAP, which is the London East Alternative Provision School, and I've been having conversations and interviewing adults who are touched by addiction.
I'm Kate Tojeiro. My father suffers with addiction. There's so many people here tonight know it's shrouded in shame and secrecy, and I didn't really talk about it. And Sam and I met at the Houses of Parliament, actually, all-party parliamentary group session about children of addicts and the support for them. You know, we had the conversation about doing something that is really positive. It's breaking and shattering the stigma and the shame which makes it hard.
I started working on this project from a place of grief, actually. My dad was an alcoholic and 6 years ago he died. At that moment I looked into his eyes and it was like, something good has got to come from this. How do I use this as a force for good? I contacted a charity called NACOA, which is the National Association of Children of Alcoholics. We started raising money for them and then thinking, how can I raise more money? So I have conversations with people and take inspiration from those conversations, produce a piece of artwork that can be sold.
My name's Sasha and I'm an artist for the Child Off project. I'm also a recovering addict. It just got so out of hand that I ended up homeless, living in a homeless hostel. Initially I was like, oh my god, this is great. No one's judging me for my drinking and my using. I felt free in that moment where I could literally just use as much as I wanted to. Yeah, that took me on a journey through hell for over 10 years, being street homeless.
Whatever darkness we're in, there's so much wonder out there and things that we can do. So I think realising that is crucial, and that's what I want Child On to do.
I really want to answer some solid questions. How can we help those kids who perhaps slip through the net?
Sam was my inspiration, so I mean I was like a lost child coming into recovery, you know, and she mentored me and helped me with my confidence. That's the essence of the project, really is, because I want to be that for somebody else. So some of the women that I've been bringing into the circle, in a recovery sense, it's like seeing the light come on in their eyes, you know, through the artwork.
Culturally, I'd like us to see addiction as a mental health issue rather than an abuse of a substance, because that's the byproduct.
I think the vision for the future is that Child Off runs lots of workshops. Someone approached me this evening and they're willing to sponsor more workshops and provide more artists so we can go further and wider, which is just awesome.
I think everyone has a creative side. For me, it's vital. It's vital in my recovery. It didn't help me at all when I was using. I couldn't tap into it. I mean, I find it very meditative. I can really connect and sort of zone out.
I think drinking and addiction comes from the disconnect, not having the breadth of language to understand emotion.
Addiction is often meeting an unmet emotional need.
That need for creativity, which I did chase from the wrong place. It was coming from the wrong place. I was filling something.
You know, it slips over into a darker place rather than something that's about progression. One thing it is, it's just very linked to being human, and sometimes we're a bit of a mess when we're human.
All I do is just the next right thing. I try and help as many people as I can. I take myself out of the equation because I'm nothing really, and this is where I've ended up, you know, helping put together an exhibition at the Saatchi. You know, to me this is a dream. Advice. I would find that place in the bottom of your heart where you can truly ask for help and help come.
It's a good sketch, this, isn't it?
So cool.
It's like a Chuckle Brothers. Chuckle Brothers try.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm rolling, mate. I'm rolling.
Do this to relax me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just imagine us in our underpants.